Microsoft Teams is an excellent product. It allows you to effectively communicate with coworkers, manage projects, manage resources, activities, and work together as individuals and groups. Similar to the real life, you can organize teams by project, by department, by program. You can also use Microsoft Teams in Classroom and also organize it by different initiatives. In this video, I will share with you Microsoft Teams key concepts. I'll show you how to create new teams. I'll show you how to create new channel and how to organize channels. I'll share with you how to define project strategy when you're using Microsoft Teams and how to effectively collaborate in a document. I put together a table of content so you can jump to the specific segment based on your needs to learn more about particular topic.
Let me tell you a little bit about myself. My name is Vadim Mikhailenko and I have MBA and master's degree in computer science. Most of my career, I worked as a consultant, helping companies implement solutions. I learned a lot of technologies throughout my career, but more importantly, I developed a methodology how to learn new skills, which I would like to share with you as part of my videos. I also work as an educator in a community college, helping people to learn technology and find jobs. I started online training for everyone to share the knowledge and help people to reach their goals faster. Please consider subscribing to this channel. Skills that you learn here will be helpful for you now and also in the future.
Microsoft Teams is a collaboration and organizational tool from Microsoft that allows you to dramatically improve your productivity as an individual as well as in the team environment. What you see on the screen is how brand new account looks when you create a new account on teams.microsoft.com. Microsoft Teams is available for the desktop, for the web, and for the mobile devices.
Let me give you a couple reasons why you might consider subscribing to online training for everyone.
State-of-the-art skills, tips, tricks, and techniques we share with you here on Online Training for Everyone will help you today and in the future. We use scientifically proven methodology to create videos that will help you learn faster and retain more materials. When you click the subscribe button now, you will become connected and will be the first one to receive automatic notifications when new video is released. Microsoft Teams user interface consists of 7 main areas. All of these areas are available on every platform: desktop, mobile, and the web. Your user profile information is available in the upper right corner. If you click on the icon, which could be replaced by your picture, you can set your status, you can manage settings, you can manage the org, download apps, and do a lot of other things. Microsoft Teams provides you with the very powerful search capabilities. In the search bar, you can look for messages, files, or use team commands to get quick access to specific functions of Microsoft Teams. You can switch between different functions of Microsoft Teams using tabs menu. There are 6 main tabs that exist in the default installation of Teams. You can switch between activity, chat, teams, meetings, calls, files, and you can also customize this section based on your needs. One of the most important areas is the Sections area. Sections area is located next to the tabs. In Sections area, you have access to different functions based on the tab that you selected. And you have access to the section functions at the top and at the bottom of the section. For example, I'm on the Teams tab. Teams tab has its own section here. On the top of the Teams section, you have filtering options. Because this is a brand new installation of Teams, I don't have any teams created yet. But at the bottom of this section, you can invite other people, or you can join or create a new team. Next to the Sections area, you have Stream and Feed area. This is the Stream and Feed area, right here. And in this area, you see the results of the conversations, you see collaboration on particular items, and you see a lot of other things based on what is selected currently. We do not have anything in this section right now because this is a brand new installation, but we are about to change that. And last but not least, is the Apps area, which is located in the bottom left corner. In the Apps section, you can add additional apps to Microsoft Teams, or you can download the desktop version of Microsoft Teams.
If you like the content, please give this video a big thumbs up. This tells us that you need more content like this, and we'll make sure that you get it in the future.
There are multiple ways how you can create a new team. If you don't have any teams set up, you will see this Create New Team area right here. An alternative way to create a new team would be Join or Create Team in the bottom area of the screen. I'm going to click Join or Create Team right here and click Create Team, and I will choose Build a Team from Scratch because I'm working with Patricia on our YouTube video marketing project for our flagman product. I'm going to click Build New Team, and this is going to be a public team. On this screen, I can give team a name, and my name will be YouTube Marketing Video Creation for our flagman product. I'll use the same description for this team. And as a last step, I'll click Create. There will be 2 members in this team, Patricia and myself. Because I'm already in the system, I need to invite Patricia so she can join the team. I will be able to do it on the Add Team Members screen. You can invite anybody in the world who has email address. I'm going to type Patricia's email, and I'm going to click Add. On the next screen, I will define Patricia's role. She can be an owner of the team and member. I'm going to leave her as member, which is a default choice, and then click Close. We are very lucky because we have access to Patricia's email account. Patricia received an email, and via email, she can click Join Teams button. Before accepting the invitation, you have opportunity to review security settings. Patricia is okay with security settings, and she clicks Accept. After Patricia accepted, she now has access to the team within Microsoft Teams. One of the biggest challenges Microsoft Teams solves, it allows me to create contained environment to communicate with coworkers. We can manage projects together, we can manage resources like files, images, or anything else, or any other electronic documents. We can also manage activities together and invite other individuals and groups into our collaborative workspace.
Please make sure to check out available downloads in the description section of this video.
I have discussed with my boss John, and now our effort is formalized into project. John suggested to call this project Video for Flagman Product. And John suggested that there are at least 2 important parts in this project. The first part is to create the video, and then the second part is to market the video. Microsoft Teams provides you with exceptional capabilities to edit anything you would like to edit. I have initially created our team with the different name. Now I am going to come here and edit the name. To do that, I need to click on these 3 dots and click Edit Team. Here, I can just enter a different name based on what my manager suggested. Based on what John suggested, I'm also going to create 2 channels for my team. You use the same interface to create a channel. The first channel I'm going to create is Create Video. Because we're a manufacturing company and do not have any video creation capabilities, we need to identify the vendor and work with external vendor to create a new video. I'll choose standard privacy here, because at some point we may need to invite representatives from this vendor to help us manage this particular stream. One thing I'd like to point out here is that for every team you create, there is a general channel, which you cannot delete. Every team has a general channel, and the new channel I created shows up right under the general channel. My boss also suggested that we may need to market the video with the different company. We already have a relationship with existing marketing company, and we might want to use them to market that particular video, and include the video on the website, and use some other marketing mechanisms to promote it. Based on this information, I am going to go ahead and create another channel. I was about to click Add button, but I received a call from Patricia. Let's quickly switch to Patricia's view and what she can see. Patricia received a new channel information. She didn't know that I'm creating additional channels, so at first it showed up as a hidden channel for her. So she just asked me what is going on, and I had to explain her that I had discussion with John, and I explained her what I'm doing. While having her on the call, I also wanted to make sure that this new channel that I'm creating is not hidden for Patricia. So I decided to check this box, which will automatically show this channel to everyone's channel list. And after that, I'm clicking Add. Now, instead of being hidden channel on Patricia's list, it is open channel for Patricia. When we were just starting our mission, we wanted to pick the name that would best describe our values. And this is the main reason why we picked howtoanalyzedata.net, because the core of our mission is covering questions how and why in every video that we make. Make sure you consider this when you're making your own decision whether to subscribe to the channel or not. Because online training for everyone is one of the few channels that provides you with the real answers. Patricia and I are working on the project to create video for our flagman product. We are the only 2 members in this project, and we've identified 2 work streams for which we created channels: Create Video and Market Video. We are a manufacturing company, and we do not have any video creation capabilities, as we're trying to focus on the things we do best, which is manufacture products. Based on recommendation from our boss John, we're using procurement strategy where we will hire a new vendor to create a new video for us. To do that, we will create request for proposal. John also suggested that we use existing relationship with our current marketing company to make updates to the website, upload this video onto YouTube channel, and publish it on the social media. Even though it was my initial idea to create this video for our flagman product, John decided to assign Patricia as a team lead. In the current organizational hierarchy, we peers with Patricia because we both report to John. But Patricia worked for company for longer, and she has more experience working with external vendors, which is extremely important for this particular project. In fact, the strategy was identified and created by Patricia. She discussed it with John, and John agreed on the approach. And in fact, this strategy worked extremely well for us, as you will see. And I was excited at the end to see that Patricia became a member of the team. Patricia had decided that it's a good idea to capture our strategy in Microsoft Teams. Even though there are a lot of options, she decided that the best place for the strategy would be Wiki. When you're using Microsoft Teams and you click on the channel, by default you have access to 3 tabs: Posts, Files, and Wikis. Posts typically represent information exchange between team members. Files represents files that you're collaborating on. And Wikis represent something more or less permanent. Patricia had created a wiki page and called it Project Procurement Strategy. For video procurement strategy, she identified 4 steps: identify vendors, create request for proposal, RFP, submit request for proposals to all the vendors, and then review RFPs and select the vendor. Initially, Patricia wanted to capture marketing strategy here as well, but then she realized that we have a separate channel to market the video. So she went to Market Video, Wiki section, and here she created a marketing strategy. She developed 3-step marketing strategy. First of all, we will be using an existing marketing company to market the video. Then, we will market the video on company's website, and this is where the company will help us post the link. We also ask them to help us upload this video to company's YouTube channel. And last but not least, is that we'll market this video on the company's social media. Patricia finished developing the strategy toward the end of the day, and she was so excited that she decided to ask me for the feedback. She figured I wouldn't know where she put the strategy, so she decided to copy links to both strategies and share those links in the posts. Microsoft Teams allows you to get the link to any particular item inside the Teams. To do that, you click on the 3 dots and select Copy Link. To make it easy for me, Patricia captured both links in Notepad, and then she went into the General channel, posted something for me. Patricia wrote me a message and was about to paste the link right into the text. When she posted, she realized that she only included 1 link, so she had a choice now: either start a new conversation or reply to that particular topic that she just covered. She decided to reply because that made more sense. This is still part of the same conversation, she just wanted to include additional link. And this is exactly what she did. When I logged into Teams with my account, I see that there's something in General channel that I need to pay attention to. So I clicked on the General tab, and I see that my name is highlighted here. I read the message from Patricia and was very thankful that she included the links, because when I click on the link, it takes me directly to that place where information is located. I don't have much experience of procuring different vendors, but I recalled that one of our manufacturing projects is working on a government contract, and government contract requires us following special rules when we hire external vendors. So I decided to add a note and communicate this information to Patricia. Microsoft Teams provides excellent collaboration capabilities, so I decided to click on the Show section Conversation and type my notes. I tried to find Patricia by name in the system, but I couldn't. This is what I saw as a suggestion, Online Training User 2. It wasn't the top priority for me at the moment, so I decided to capture this as a screen print using keyboard shortcut Windows-Shift-S, so I can tell about this later to Patricia. I reread this sentence before sending it to Patricia. I might be totally wrong here, as my memory is bad lately. Let's make sure that we follow all guidelines on the government contract here, as if I remember correctly, they had special requirements on how to procure the vendors. Patricia and I both work remotely today. It would be easy to say something like this in the office, when I see her, face to face. But in remote setting it's much harder to communicate any emotions, especially if you have uncertainty of what actually it is. So I decided to use emoji features of Microsoft Teams to communicate my feelings. I went ahead and added smiley face after the first sentence. So this way Patricia probably wouldn't be offended if I'm wrong. Having emojis, animated GIFs, and stickers allows you to communicate your emotional state with your team members much better. And this is available in a lot of places in Microsoft Teams. I posted and went ahead to look at the second strategy that Patricia developed. Again, I was really thankful that she included the link here, because this allowed me to immediately get into the right place. I liked what she wrote. I was really impressed. And I decided to thank her for all the hard work that she did. I decided to communicate this in 2 posts. First one would be, "Looks good to me!" exclamation mark. Then I wrote the second statement, "Thanks for taking the lead and doing this work." Second statement was kind of plain, so I decided to include the gift along with my statement. Microsoft Teams allows you to include stickers and animated gifts, so I decided to search among those to see what would supplement my message the best. When I typed "thank you" in animated gift search bar, I saw a lot of good messages, so I decided to use the first one. This is probably the best one. I also decided to check stickers. There was nothing available to thank somebody in the sticker section, so I decided to stick with what just found out in animated GIF section. I felt that Patricia did a lot of work, and this is the least I can do. So I decided to go ahead and send the message.
If you like the content, please give this video a big thumbs up. This tells us that you need more content like this, and we'll make sure that you get it in the future.
I'm working on the project with Patricia together, and we're using Microsoft Teams. Because we are new and don't know much about the system, I have recently noticed that Patricia's profile shows up in the system as an online training user. I captured the screen print of this and decided to share this information with Patricia. We've already exchanged some messages with Patricia before, so I decided to use the general channel and start a new conversation. This is what I wrote. "Hi Patricia, hope all is well. Just noticed that your profile may not be updated in the system. This is how I see it. I just thought I would let you know." And I pasted the image of what I saw when I tried to search for Patricia. And then I clicked post. When Patricia saw this message, she was very surprised, because she didn't know how her information shows up in the system. So she decided to thank me for sharing this information. And she used one of the features. When you hover over the post, you have access to some of the cool responses. So she decided to use this one, as that was something best represented her emotional state at the moment. She also decided to go ahead and change her profile. To do that, she clicked on the profile picture in the upper right corner and clicked Edit Profile. In addition to typing her name, she decided to upload the picture. Once she uploaded her picture, all she needed to do is to click Save button. The changes didn't show up immediately in the web version that she was using, so she decided to click Refresh. And she was happy she did, because now her picture showed up in the upper right corner. She decided to write me back and thank me for that. But before doing that, she decided to check how Vadim's profile shows up in the system. To do that, she typed @ and started typing Vadim. She realized that Vadim doesn't have his picture uploaded either. And she decided to add some humor into her message. She wrote, "Thank you for letting me know. Make sure you update your profile as well, so you're not lagging behind as a team member." And she thought that the most appropriate end for this would be a smiley face. Instead of including emoji, she decided to just type the shortcut for smiley face, which is column and then closing parenthesis. And once she did, it was automatically replaced by Microsoft Teams into the smiley face. We are working on the project together and using Microsoft Teams. Patricia is a team lead on the project, and Vadim is the team member. Both Patricia and Vadim report to John. We've identified 2 main work streams for the project. First one is to create the video, and second one is to market the video. Our strategy is to find a new vendor to create a video and use an existing vendor to market the video. To be compliant with laws and regulations, we are required to create request for proposal, reach out to the vendors, evaluate request for proposal, and then select the vendor. It is a very formal process, and in the end, we would need to be able to explain the results to whoever might be asking questions. Because both team members work remote, we decided to use collaborating features of Microsoft Teams to develop request for proposal together. To do that, Patricia navigated to create video channel, clicked on Files, and clicked on Start New Document. Because request for proposal is the Word document, she chose Word document. And she named it Request for Proposal DOCX. Microsoft Teams provides phenomenal file collaboration capabilities. It has built-in versions of Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, and Microsoft PowerPoint Online right inside Microsoft Teams. and it has various different ways allowing you to collaborate. You can use comments, you can use conversations, and you can also use version control. On top of that, it auto-saves the information, so you don't have to be worried about losing anything when you're using Microsoft Teams. In fact, when Patricia was developing this slide, she realized that she missed version control. But then she realized that this is an existing, powerful feature of Microsoft Office, which is also available in Microsoft Teams. Patricia had decided to start with the company's template for request for proposal. In addition to setting up template, Patricia started populating it, and she included some of the information that was obvious for this particular request for proposal. She just typed it in, and Microsoft Teams saved this Word online document without asking the user. She also decided to turn on tracking. To do that, she navigated to Review tab in Microsoft Word, selected Track Changes, and selected For Everyone. After doing all of this, she decided to share the initial draft version with Vadim. The best way to share would be to select the document, click Copy Link, and then navigate to the General section where you have Main Conversation, and target somebody by starting the new conversation. Once she's done typing the message, she can just use Ctrl-V to paste the link. Because Patricia targeted Vadim in her conversation request, when Vadim logged into his system, he saw that there are two messages in the general channel. Vadim didn't know where the file was. All he needed to do is just click on the link. Vadim read the document, and he decided that he can add more content based on what he knew about the project. Before adding the content, though, he decided to format the document a little bit by including the bullets into some of the sections. After looking at the bullets, though, he decided to change them into just regular numbers, because what if vendor will decide to reference particular requirement? It would be so much easier to do if each requirement will have its unique number. And he was really glad that this was Microsoft Word, where they were doing the editing with Patricia, because Microsoft Word provides all of these capabilities. He even added the numbering in the sections where there was only one item, as his thought process was that maybe as they worked together with Patricia, there would be more than just one item there. In addition to what Patricia had, Vadim also added a couple items in the evaluation metrics and submission requirements. For evaluation metrics, Vadim added that video should describe key benefits of the product. And the second one he added, video should focus on the product and show as much of the product in the scenes as possible. He thought that this was something important for vendor to realize, as some of the commercials and videos created by the vendor focus on the actors instead of focusing on the product itself. He also added that the video should be in the 4K format. We can always downsize the format, but we cannot upsize it without losing the quality. Vadim was so happy that Patricia turned on track changes in the document, because he can see what she wrote, and he can clearly see the changes that he made. He was very impressed that you can hover on top of the text that was written, and you will see the date and timestamp and who made the change. He also recalled that the legal team was always requiring marketing team to include some specific statements for every video that company makes. But instead of writing it inside the document, he decided to use comments feature of Microsoft Word Online to communicate this to Patricia. To do that, he clicked on the comments button. He wrote, "Do we need to include legal requirements as we did in our previous videos? Should we specify the text for the vendor so they include it as text inside the video or as a voice at the end of the video?" And then he posted the comment. He was very happy with the results, and he decided to communicate back to Patricia that he's done with his review. To do that, he navigated back, and he decided to write back to Patricia in the general channel. He wrote, "I had a chance to look. Great start, but I think we may need to engage our legal team. Let me know your thoughts." And then he sent the message. When Patricia received this note, she decided to look at the changes Vadim made. She clicked on the link that she herself posted, and she can clearly see all the changes that he made, because the track changes control was on. She also saw the comment that Vadim added, and she thought that this comment made sense, so she wrote back to Vadim. She wrote, "Great catch. Let's have a meeting with them soon to review the document." And she posted this comment right in the Word Online. As a next step, Patricia decided to review the changes Vadim had made. She decided to review changes one by one and accept or reject them as needed. The first change she was very happy with, So she right-clicked on the change and selected Accept Insertion. This made this change permanent. She was also very happy with all the numbers that Vadim added, so she decided to accept those changes as well. And finally, she was also very happy with his catch about 4K format. This is the new format, and creating video in the new format will help it last for longer in the social media as well as in other marketing channels where it could be used. So she decided to accept this change as well.
Please consider subscribing to this channel. Skills that you learn here will be helpful for you now and also in the future. You also get opportunity to help other people by answering their questions and helping them solve their challenges. If you like the content, please give this video a big thumbs up. This tells us that you need more content like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.